Hey everyone, thanks for joining me on another Taste of Torrance. I'm your host Hiba Samad, and there are many ways you can stay active and feel the burn, but I'm here right in the heart of downtown Torrance, and there's a place where you can do just that and much more. I'm going to introduce you to Everybody's Pilates. Let's check it out.
Here we go.
Hey everyone, I'm inside Everybody's Pilates and I'm here with the owner herself, Jill Carlton. Thanks so much for having us.
Thank you for coming.
Everybody's Pilates is located in the heart of downtown Torrance on Cravens Avenue near Marcelina Avenue, and it's a hot spot not only for South Bay residents but for many people across Los Angeles, and it's been here for a while, a long time business here in Torrance. So talk to me about Reformer Pilates and why you wanted to bring it here to the South Bay community.
Sure, I love to. Started almost 15 years ago that we opened our studio here, and we've been real happy with the people that come from the local community and also professionals that work nearby and want a break from their commute home. So that was sort of the goal for opening it, and that's been a great thing, and we've been honored to have been voted best of the South Bay or favorite of the South Bay for 10 years in a row now.
And the reason you opened this business was because you started working out through Pilates, and it has become an ongoing journey for you. So talk to me about that, on why you wanted to have a Pilates studio and how it's helped you recover as well.
Sure, I started because it was a sports-related shoulder injury that required surgery, or so they said, and through physical therapy and extension thereof, I started Pilates, didn't even know that's what it was. And consequently, I was out of my pain, I didn't have to have surgery, and even better, I was looking a lot better than I did when I started. So I said, this is really good stuff. So I started the teacher training and then just found a passion for wanting to share it, the benefits with others. So I opened my studio right away.
And this is your business, but you also work at Honda, so this is truly a passion business.
Yes.
And for people who have seen it on TV or hear it through vlogs, and Pilates has really become a hot way to work out, especially among celebrities. So what is Pilates, especially Reformer Pilates?
Sure, Pilates started actually 100 years ago. Joseph Pilates, there's a Joe Pilates, and he started it in New York, and it's sort of the people that gravitated toward it back then were dancers and gymnasts and professional athletes. So that got a name for itself as being only for them. But in fact, it is for everybody, and that's sort of why I named the studio that, because many people would tell me, oh, I'm not fit enough, I don't have enough money, I don't have this, I am too big, too small, too this, to that. So I said, no, Pilates can help everybody in one way or another.
So we're going to get a little bit more into the moves later on. I'm really excited to work out with you. But talk to me about how this is a full body workout. It strengthens, it tones, it makes you stronger, it can help with back problems, so much more. So tell me about that.
Yes, Pilates was developed to have a full body workout. It's not just working arms or legs. It's every time you work out, you do something with another muscle group. So it's very strengthening, flexibility, balance, coordination, all the fitness attributes that you want to have, even cardio. There's an element of Pilates that can do cardio, it's called jump board. So it really can cover every single aspect of fitness. So that's what's great about it, and it can be modified whether it's a pro athlete needing sports specific training that's very aggressive, or someone that's just getting started with a bad back that needs a little bit gentler exercise. We can cover it all.
You've been doing this for years, so what are the results? You know, nowadays people want that instant, great body. So talk to me a little bit about that here in the Beach City for people who are interested in getting into shape. What are the results over time, or how often should people come and do Pilates?
Well, Pilates, what's so great about it, it's a way of life, really. It's something you can take with you as you're sitting in traffic, as you're at your desk, as you're picking up your child, as you're swinging a golf club. It doesn't matter. It's a way of holding your body posturally, making those muscles deep inside of you work better, so that when you do the things you love to do in life, you can do them without pain and more successfully and more efficiently. So it really covers it's more than just exercise. There's over 1,000 different movements you can do, but it's more than just exercise. It's literally how you want to transform your body to improve your body today and transform your future of your body in the future.
And I think what is really great about Pilates is that it's low impact.
Yes.
So compared to other ways of staying active and breaking a sweat, here on the Reformer, it's low impact. And there are Pilates that happen on the mat, but here you do specifically on the Reformer. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, the difference between mat Pilates and Reformer Pilates is the machinery, the apparatus that Joseph Pilates developed back in the 20s, actually, World War I. So it's utilizing the springs and the pulleys as resistance, compared to mat or Pilates or yoga, where you have to use your own body weight as resistance. So for people that are deconditioned, that's sometimes very challenging to hold yourself up in a proper form. So what the beauty of the Reformer is that anyone can really do it. It can be modified in so many different ways, with the weight of the spring being either lighter or heavier, or the pulleys being a different way. So there's something for everyone.
That's great. And if someone comes to Everybody's Pilates, they can take a private lesson or learn about Pilates and how to do it from you. So
Yes.
I will ask you to show me how these Reformers work and give me a quick workout, if I can request maybe an arm, booty, leg, and see how far I can get. And we can show viewers at home how easy it is. And how about we start on some entry level technique? How's that sound?
Okay, that sounds great.
Okay, great.
Everyone can use entry level.
Okay, let's do this. So we're in front of a Reformer, and I'm going to do a quick workout. And usually your classes are almost an hour, you would say. And so people would come in, choose a Reformer they'd like, and get to work.
Yes, and get to work. We always have a teacher available to guide the people through. It's not an open gym kind of concept. So we're looking at you as we teach you with form, cueing for your body, changing the springs for you, that kind of thing. So we'll see.
Yeah, let's see how well I do.
You'll do fine. So first of all, you're going to start with the footwork. We're going to sit down here and then swing your feet up to the foot bar, and your head will go in between the shoulder
And I think
rests.
obviously safety first, so
Yes.
always follow
The instructions.
Yes.
Plus, always have a spring on so that you don't go shooting away.
Yes.
So I have the headrest up because in this day and age, unlike back in Pilates day and age, we're in front of a computer or iPhone, iPad, our heads are so forward. So having the headrest up for some of the moves gives you a little bit more relief and opens your pecs up nice and relaxed. Can I touch you?
Yes.
Have to ask that.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to start with a few examples of the footwork. So we're going to put the heels on the bar. And then we're going to have our legs separate about a fist apart. So that's about pretty much where your legs should be coming from your hips. And relax those shoulders, relax the belly down. Good. And from here, we're going to just extend the legs out to straight. Exhale as you go. Inhale as you come in. There you go. Now, do one more in this direction. Beautiful. And come back in. Now, that was a fairly light spring. Did you feel it was a little bit lighter? So we can actually increase the weight. Let's see how this works. Before you begin, feel the Kegel pulling up, feel the breath exhaling, pressing your rib cage down in a relaxed manner, and then exhale, press away. And inhale. So a little bit more challenging,
It's a little more challenging, and I want to say, this is a Reformer. So how does the Reformer work? You mentioned the springs, and it's a pretty easy position you can just lay on, but this really helps with strengthening, as I mentioned, core and being leaner. So when you talk about being lean, what does that mean? Because you hear that a lot.
So what we look at is both sides of the equation. So let me just adjust the spring in between what we had. So we want to make sure you get the full range of motion in your joints. That will keep those joints nice and happy. So as you come in, instead of just letting the springs pull you in, think of resisting like you're going into a squat. So that eccentric motion of the muscle is the opposite of when you do a bicep curl, when you're letting it out. That's actually more important to get that nice lean look to your body.
Amazing. So this is having to do more with just like squat work, and we're going to move on to hip.
Yeah, so now we're going to go to the hip work. And as you can see, different spring positions will make a difference in how you feel it. Heavier is not always harder. Heavier can sometimes be a stabilizer. So
Okay.
lighter may work your core more than your quads, but maybe that's what you need today. So we sort of judge that.
Okay.
And then the springs or the straps are right here.
Okay.
And you're gonna put those first in your hands. Let's just do one quick arm movement. So hands
Okay.
up to the ceiling. Pull down just so they're right over your shoulders, right there. Now bring your legs to tabletop. Inhale to prepare, exhale to lift. Good. And from here, let's just keep those elbows nice and straight. Exhale, pull down toward your hips. So this is a nice arm movement. Inhale back up, but still very easily controlled.
And I feel the resistance
Elbows
too.
straight. Yeah, I have you a little heavier than maybe you want, but let's just do one more. Keeping the elbows straight. Instead of working from your hands so much, work from your underarms and pull. There you go, much better. Hold it there and breathe and smile.
I'm like smiling.
Now we're gonna put the
Because
feet.
breathing is a big part of Pilates, and I think people tend to forget that.
Let's go ahead and relax down. So yes, it is. Breathing, it's a mind-body exercise, and breathing is activated by your diaphragm. That's part of your core. A lot of people think just these six-pack muscles are your core. No, it's your diaphragm, it's your pelvic floor, it's your back muscles, it's your abs all put together. So we need to incorporate all of that. So it's like a can of Coke that's not opened up, it's strong. The minute you open that can, crush. You can do it. So we want that core nice and strong.
And as much as a reformer looks intimidating, it actually isn't, and it's actually pretty fun. So you feel like you're flying.
Now we're gonna go feet in straps. So we're gonna
Okay.
bend one arms up to the ceiling.
Okay.
Bend one knee up to that tabletop position. Let's hook that foot in the strap. Good.
Okay.
Keep this nice and low, and let's bring the other leg up as well.
Okay, Jill, I'm trusting you.
You notice where my knee is right now? We always protect you, don't worry.
Okay.
So
So
the
the
straps
strap
are in
should be in?
between.
Okay.
Heels together, toes apart, make a
Okay.
little V.
Oh,
Now
yes.
this is called frog.
Okay.
Sort of looks like frog legs,
Yeah.
right? So the main thing is that you put your tailbone down, right there. Hands relaxed, nothing going. I want you to look like you're on vacation in Hawaii
Okay.
from here up. Now from here, inhale, exhale, press out on a diagonal straight line. Good. Inhale back in. I'm gonna move around just a bit. Press toward try to kick me.
Okay.
Press toward my face. Nope, way up here.
Okay, way up there.
Good.
Okay.
Inhale, come back in. Good. And exhale, go slow with control. Inhale, go slower. Exhale, good. Don't let the straps pull you. You resist. There you go, there you go, there you go. One more. Hold it there. Now let's make a couple circles in the
Okay.
air. So we're up to the ceiling.
Okay.
You find that tailbone.
And this feels like a stretch.
It is a stretch. This is a nice hamstring stretch right
Okay.
here. And then exhale, pull down from the back of your hips. Inhale, circle to the top of that circle.
Oh,
Good.
okay.
And I'm gonna let you try it yourself. How are we
Okay.
gonna do it?
Okay.
Keep those toes facing out. Now keep those heels
Do you want me to
connected.
do the frog or the
No,
circle?
we're doing a circle now.
Okay, so should I do it from the outside?
Now let's go straight down the middle. Exhale, down the middle,
Okay.
and then make a small circle to have control.
Okay.
No triangles, no squares. Circle, there you go. And you can go back the other way. Circle around and down.
And so what is this stretching?
Well, this is actually working a lot. Do you feel your core
Yeah.
working? So what we're,
I feel like I'm making you do a workout. Sorry.
I'm not doing much at all, I'm just guiding.
I have a question though.
Yeah.
So,
let's
we were
bend back
talking
into
about
frog.
low impact. I guess for something like this, talk to me about that low impact.
Yeah, so the straps are actually helping you, right? So unlike Pilates mat where these same circles are done with no straps, so you really have to rely on your core to hold that long lever leg out there in space. The straps are actually weighting, so they're keeping you nice and secure. So even as a beginner, you can feel that movement without worrying about arching your back or going to your neck, that kind of thing. So it's really quite a good beginner workout, but then can be very challenging as you go along.
And there's different aspects. Obviously, you can bring weights in. There's different, and I think the great thing about this Pilates studio is that there's different levels,
Yes.
which we'll get into later on.
Okay.
So what's next?
Okay, so we're gonna bend back into our froggy, knees
Okay.
wide,
Okay.
knees wide as shoulders,
Okay.
heels connected. Now let's take our straps off. So we're gonna take one strap off.
Okay.
Before the other one comes off, we're gonna find the foot bar, make you nice and safe. And then we're gonna come back out of this strap
Okay.
and find the foot bar and then return home.
Do you touch a lot of feet all day?
Yeah, I do. Because I like that. It's just, It helps guide you.
Yeah.
And makes you safe, feeling safe. You know, some people don't like to be touched so much.
And this is what anyone who comes in can experience. You're always here, or there's another instructor that can walk everyone through it before they feel comfortable.
Yes, even in our class levels, we have a 101 for newbies, which is exactly that. It's for people that are new to Pilates reformer or haven't been in a while, maybe deconditioned in one way or another. So that class is a slower pace than some of our level 2s and 3s. So obviously you don't want to go into a black belt class if you just started Pilates. I don't care how fit you are. We get a lot of calls with that, well, I do this or that, but Pilates is a whole different animal. So we always like to gradually progress you so you get the best muscle memory and you don't get compensatory problems.
Amazing. So I hope people are watching this and see if I can do it, anybody can do it.
Now we're gonna just slowly come off to the side and we're gonna do one more stretch here.
Okay.
So you're gonna stand up there. I'm sorry for my posture. So this is a lovely stretch for athletes as well as people that are tight from sitting at a desk all day.
Okay, that would be me.
So I'm going to mimic you on this side.
Okay.
So you're going to take your left foot and put it back here on the shoulder rest, and then I'll get off after a while.
Okay.
Put your hands down here.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
And then hop this knee up to the bolt here, your right knee. Good.
Okay.
Now you're in like a runner's lunge, and you're going to slowly push the carriage back. Keep going to where you feel a stretch.
Okay.
So this is stretching your quad and your hip flexors on that left side.
That feels really good, actually.
Stay back. How long do you think you should stretch for?
You tell me.
Well, a lot of people, that was a little too quick. 20 to 30 seconds.
Wow.
You should hold the stretch to, well, it's like the muscle is just finally getting comfortable and you let go. So you want to hold the stretch. Also, Pilates is concerned with your pelvic alignment. May I touch you here?
Yes.
We're just going to tilt the pelvis forward just a smidge so that you feel that stretch even more. Oftentimes we go into an arch in your back. So you want to make sure that the pelvis is in neutral.
And I want to, since you did mention that, Pilates does activate and touch upon a lot of muscles that people won't be able to actually work out or activate if they're at the gym or they're doing other sorts of exercises. Can you talk to me about that as I hold this stretch?
Sure, and as I correct you.
Okay.
So what we're trying to do is keep that pelvis in alignment, and this will also bode well for you in other things you do at the gym or in life. So long as your pelvis is in neutral, you're going to get the best use of your stretch and the muscle activation around it. If you arch your back, so let's go into an arch, you're going to go into that compression in the low back, right? So you can oftentimes do that at the gym without knowing it. So if you have Pilates in your body, you will have that correct form no matter what you're doing, whether you're doing that at the gym or picking up a child. Oftentimes just reaching in the back of a car to get something that can hurt someone's back very easily because you're twisting with load. So this kind of exercise is not just a stretch, but it's working your abdominals. Did you feel that?
Yeah, I did. And I'm already breaking a sweat, so if this looks easy to you, then you should definitely come out.
You're doing quite well. You're doing quite well. So that's the stretch, and as you can see, people can modify. We can put pads down for people who have problem with knees, although we can also just modify it in other ways as well.
And we talked about how there's an entry class, so that's the big mission here at Everybody's Pilates. You can go to many workout classes and you could be all levels put together, but here they really want to cater to your skill set. So talk to me about that and the fact that everybody, literally everybody, can do Pilates here in the heart of downtown Torrance.
Yes, that's why the name, so that everybody feels it's not an elite activity, it's not just for professional athletes, although we have professional athletes that come here, but we also have 95-year-old people that come here. One of our clients started at 90, and it's never too late.
That's amazing. And the reformer class is one class, but you have jump board, which is another class, which is more of a cardio workout.
Yes.
And then you also have another part of your studio where people can do more mat workouts, rent out the space. Talk to me about that.
Sure. So we started with just this room, this studio, and expanded slowly, and then the room next door became available. So we opened it up for our mat classes, our yoga classes. We did do bar and Zumba as well. So we do a lot of other things here too. We have workshops every once in a while that incorporate other modalities other than Pilates, the melt method, which has been on TV a lot. DNS. There's different modalities that really fit well with Pilates that help add a different element to the workout. We have so many wonderful stories of lives that have been improved by Pilates. It's just so gratifying to see that.
Well, I hope everyone watching stops by. Thank you so much for giving me a mini workout, which I needed really badly. And thank you so much for having us.
Oh, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it.
Thank you. And for everyone watching at home, thank you for watching another episode of Taste of Torrance. Everybody's Pilates is located on Cravens Avenue, and you have to stop by and try it out because it will definitely get you leaner, toner, stronger, and best of all, it'll make you feel the burn. I'm your host, Hiba Samath. I'll see you guys next time.